Hey guys, it's Drac, and occasionally I see deals on the forums that just can't be beat. And so this was one such instance where a fellow was selling a Strife that he made that was not functional for a very reasonable deal, and I picked it up because I thought that I could save it. Somebody once referred to me as a vampire technomancer for Nerf guns because I bring them back to life, and that's exactly what I intend to do with this. So you'll notice immediately that the price was right because it comes with a Snickers kit in it. This is a later version of the Snickers kit with the feed ramp on the top, and that makes this really, really special and really, really valuable. But the issue with it is, it was, I think, and I don't mean this in any sort of mean way, but I'm pretty sure it was improperly installed, because when you rev it, you can hear that something is clearly not right, and when you look down the barrel, you can see that they did not set the flywheels incorrectly, so it's actually operating at somewhat of a cant, which means that if I come up here and try and feed this dart through, you'll see that something interesting happens. So we'll rev. This would have been so much easier with a clip, or magazine, or clipazine. Call it whatever offends you the most. Here we go. So we'll try and feed this dart through, and you'll see that that got jammed. And it got jammed and is non-functional because of that. So, that person's loss is my gain, because I think I can bring this back to life and turn it into something that's honestly, truly very special. Now, he's completely unpainted the blaster, completely unpainted. Or he rather has not painted it at all, which means that it's kind of a blank canvas, although I don't think that it necessarily needs a paint job. It definitely needs some internal work. So I'm going to go ahead and crack it, take a look inside, see what serial number this Snickers cage is, and then it looks like there are also some things inside. Dear Drac, thank you for purchasing this. Sincerely, Andres. Oh, snap. He didn't screw the motors in. That is it. So we'll fix that. And then he also included a 5x5. Super cool. It's got the blue barrel set as well, which is what the Argonaut uses. That is excellent. I wonder if it's been modified at all. Sounds like it might have been. Hard to say. Anyway, let's crack this and see what we can make happen. Alright, so I wanted to lift this off together so that we could see what we're working with all at the same time. So the switch here looks to be fine, although it seems to be held in kind of helter-skelter with like hot glue, and then the soldering job down here is interesting for a variety of reasons. There's like molten solder down in the hot glue down here. I don't know. I'm not gonna wail on somebody else's modding. Too bad, but this is a little rough, is all I have to say about that. Like, this should be contacting through here, not just like up against, like this would pop right off if I tapped it the wrong way. The lithium grease here looks fine. That's why this is operating smoothly. And then similarly down here seems good. And then let's get at the real, like, what's the issue with this? So if we tease this off, we can see that the Snickers cage looks like it's in good shape, but it was never locked in to begin with. And then in addition to not being locked in, oh yeah, no wonder, these are just rattling around. So we absolutely have to add those screws, which means that we're going to have to gently tease these off of there. Look at this. This has been like completely ground down. So frustrating. Whew. Oh well, let's take it apart, get to work, see if we want to paint it or not. I'm still unsure as of this moment. I know I said I was done, and I'm pretty much done, but I wanted to talk about this for one quick second. Who goes to all the trouble of putting the proper leads out and then splitting the wire, but then doesn't do it? Like, why are these connected like this? And then also, this fell off. Like, legitimately, like, these are not properly soldered into place. They're just kind of breaking off as I go through. And if you did this one actually seems pretty decent, but if you did like a proper soldering job, this could never ever possibly come off like this, because the wires are laced through the motor's leads, and that's just like fundamentally better. So please solder properly when doing your modifications. It makes your blasters much more reliable. And I mean, these were rattling all over the place anyway, but it's for something as nice as a Snickers cage, like it deserves better than to have to destroy itself to function. All of this black sludge in here is actually ground off pieces of these flywheels. So now we're going to have to just thoroughly clean these, and then we'll lock them in properly. Hey, it's number 39. That's not significant to me in any sort of special way, but now I know it's number 39. So anything worth doing is worth doing right. So I had to get out my microfile set anyway to clean up the Delrin all around on these flywheels. I don't actually know that the flywheels are made out of Delrin, but they need to be rebalanced and repaired. So I'm going to touch those up with these files. And as long as I'm doing that, I did my usual trick and traced a voltmeter, and I just can't help myself. So I'm going to file out a back window for that as well. This looks about centered. It might be a little ways to this side, which is frankly ideal because the more I can lock in to the side of the shell that gets locked in, the better off I am. I just got also a kind of Photoshop sample of the paint job that I was looking to do, and so I think that that's going to turn out pretty well now that I have something to kind of use as a guide. So this is just a quick segment showing a complete dissection. Ended up having to totally gut this switch for multiple reasons, one of which being things that I need to do, and then the others being that it just needs to be completely resoldered. But now we can finish our sanding job. We started here, this isn't quite ready, and then it's only been sanded to about 200. I want to take this one up to at least 450. So more wet sanding, hooray! So sadly, this is actually where I have to end this video. I've spent some time cleaning these guys up. I think that they are going to be ready to go, but the Strife has taken so much energy and effort that I actually want to turn it into something really, really special, and for that we're going to need a standalone video. So this video is more or less just me taking apart a project that wasn't functional and you kind of getting to see the breakdown for it and how I intend to repair it, and then pretty soon on the channel you'll get to see what I end up doing with it, and I think it's going to be great. He said optimistically. Thanks for watching.